Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Love to Live Healthy show. I'm Josephine Fitzpatrick, author of Cheat Day Rules, available on Amazon. I am a weight loss nutrition specialist for over 15 years, and I work with thousands of clients all over the world. I own Innovation Healthy Market at 8025 Jericho Turnpike, Woodbury, New York, where for the last 12 years we sell hundreds of prepared meals and snacks. We are open to the public 7 days a week. You do not have to be a client to shop in our store. We have customers from all over Long Island visit our store every day, and we ship tri-state. We also offer free Long Island delivery every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we hand deliver to New York City every Tuesday. We are also on Uber Eats 7 days a week. So if you're looking to lose weight or just eat healthy, come and visit our store. Everything is made fresh daily, and we carry everything from high protein, low carb, gluten-free, sugar-free, plant-based vegan, keto, and our famous detox. And someone is always available to help you at the store. They will hold your hand to get you what you want. Please do not hesitate to ask them when you walk in. For more information on our store, deliveries, shopping, and weight loss, visit our website at innovationhealthymarket.com or check out our Instagram at Innovation Weight Loss. Today I'm here with Jake Fitzpatrick. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
And today's episode is on the Innovation Detox. The detox has been all the buzz, and the reason why I wanted to do this episode on it is because I get so many messages from the radio show, from the podcast, from the Instagram, and everybody, I guess we mention it a lot on these shows, where people that don't know about it are like, what is the detox? I want to know more.
Yeah, it's like a buzzword.
Yeah. So I figured we would go over it. What is it, and how do you do it?
Awesome. So you want me to just break down the whole plan?
Let's do it.
All right. So I give the same speech to everybody that always comes into the store for the first time, or if it's their 1,000th time in the store, but they're just wondering what the detox is. So the detox program is always available in the store. If you walk in off the street, or if you make an appointment, or if you see Josephine for a consultation and she recommends the detox to you, you come out to the front desk in the store. We have plenty of programs just ready to give to you. We have over 100 sheets just printed out, ready on the counter. We give it to people for free. It's just a structured plan that incorporates our detox program. So the detox program consists of 3 things: 1 meal, 1 MCT oil-infused muffin, 1 detox drink that also has the MCT oil infused in it. So the MCT oil, everybody always asks me, what is MCT oil? What does that do? In short, it's an appetite suppressant, but it also helps the body with the supercharging the body for the weight loss process, because it helps also preserve muscle while burning fat. MCT stands for microchain triglyceride, which is a tongue twister. But it is in the drink and it is in the muffin itself. If you don't know if you can have MCT oil, that's always a question to ask your doctor, of course. If we always tell people that are pregnant, never do it. And we always tell people that,
you should be doing detox.
You should be doing detox all the time. Even if you're pregnant, you should not be doing a detox at all. You need all the nutrients you can get. But that's a side note. So when you do the detox program, you have the 3 things. You have the drink, you have the muffin, and you have a meal. You can either get a meal from our store, because we resource all of them. It's just like a resource for every customer to have.
Everything's prepared.
Everything's portioned out. You don't have to worry about weighing anything out on a little scale at home. Everything's portioned out. So if you get a meal, it's ready for you to eat. Or we give you the option to have 6 ounces of grilled chicken or fish. White fish always works best, but like we said, salmon you can have every day. Salmon works great too, as well as shrimp. With the meal, whether it be bought in the store or made at home, you have 2 cups of vegetables, steamed or raw. But like we always say, if you don't need it, don't eat it. And that's absolutely steamed or raw. The place where people slip up the most is they saute the vegetables, or they put too much seasoning on them. Anything that heightens the sodium or the oil consistency of it, it'll just completely throw the whole plan off. But remember, if you don't need it, don't eat it. So those are the 3 things that you need when you start the detox program, and basically whether or not you do it for 3 days or 6 days. People do it for 3 days. People sometimes even do it for 2 days. But you'll always get the same result of just losing some sort of weight, whether it be water weight or real pounds. if you
generally, I think if you do it for 5 days, you'll
generally
lose more
5
pounds.
days
Yeah,
is
you'll
the
lose
staple.
water and some actual fat.
Yeah, 5 days we tell everybody is the staple for it. So people do it for 3 days, people do it for 5 days. Sometimes people do it like clockwork every week. We have a bag ready for them on Monday. So when you do this, you have 3 things every single day. Monday through Friday, you have the 3 items, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have to be in any specific order. We just give it to you on the plan, listed out, just to give you structure. Sometimes people even give me little tips and tricks, like they have half the muffin with half the drink in the morning, because sometimes you need to actually feel like you're actually, chewing on something to feel satiated. So people have half the muffin, half the drink in the morning. People have just the muffin in the morning, save the drink for throughout the day, and then they have their meal at night. Again, sometimes people feel like they need a little sweet treat before bed, so they'll save that other half of the muffin for before bed, so then they can have it at nighttime.
It's really whatever you are capable of doing. It's just stick to those things that are on the menu and nothing else. And one of the reasons, first of all, if you think you're going to be starving, you're not. We put out text messages every day from clients that do it and customers that do it, and you'll see that they'll say, I cannot believe I was not hungry. That's part of the MCT. It really helps with your hunger. I think a big thing that I love, that at the end of the week, everyone that thought they couldn't do it, not only does it, loves it, loses the weight, and they look back and they say, I can't believe how much food I used to eat. Because we do live in an oversized world. We're just literally everything's supersized.
Yep.
And you go into a restaurant, they want to give you so much food so you come back, So we just forget that we're not supposed to be eating like that.
Yep.
That's not what healthy is. I really believe the less we eat, and we said this in our last radio show, you're giving your body a rest. You're giving your organs a rest, and that's what is really going to make your body the healthiest, you know?
Isn't it funny, though, that the most expensive meals you buy are always the smallest portions?
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
That's very true.
Anywho, that's a topic for another time.
This is a fun fact.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of fun facts these days.
But what's funny, though, is actually the question I hear the most whenever I show somebody the detox program in the store, and I actually give them the drink, the muffin, and the meal. The number one thing I always hear is, won't the lack of carbs affect my energy level throughout the day? And that's always interesting to me, because everybody's like, oh, I need my carbs throughout the day. But you have the meal, you have the muffin. That's your carb source.
Yeah, because everything's balanced.
Yeah.
So you have carbs and protein in the muffin.
Yep.
You have the carbs and the MCT oil in the drink, and you have carbs in your meal.
Exactly. Especially depending on what meal you pick. Depending on what meal you choose to have. Everybody always gives me this look in the store like they're going to wake up the next morning like a zombie, not being able to get up because they're carb depleted.
And meanwhile, they end up exercising with it, and they're fine.
Yeah, this
is
a great question, too, because we all know carbs are an excellent source of energy, of course.
So important
but
to
you're
your
not
body.
Absolutely carb depleted when you do the detox program. It's also, too, I want to point out, everybody thinks that when they're carb depleted, they're going to have zero energy to go through their workday. But also, everybody always doesn't want to look the other way and see that an excess of carbs can also lead to the expenditure of energy as well. Like, you get this wave of fatigue and tiredness. Like, every time we have a sauce Sunday after we eat pasta, I'm always in a food coma after. And, this is because the increase in the amount of carbs you intake boosts the serotonin in the body. So that automatically will make you feel sleepy. And then also, on top of it, it affects blood sugar levels. So it has a direct link to, like hypoglycemia. And, this makes you feel tired as well. And it just proves that the depletion of carbs can affect your energy levels, but so can the adverse of taking in too many carbs.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to also point out that when you were talking about how many days you do it, I think what's very popular right now is people love to do it the day before the weekend and the day after the weekend.
Day before the weekend.
Yeah, because they kind of, if they have like an off weekend, they're just like a little partying too much.
Yep.
It's like they set themselves up before and
I
then
see that
after.
too. Yeah, people don't even get the whole plan. They just get a drink and a muffin because they're like, oh, I'm going out to dinner on Saturday.
And that'll
so
balance the day so they won't gain weight on the day they're going out, you know?
Wow.
So like there are so many ways you can do it. So I want to go over some questions though that we hear the most when they are doing it. Can I drink my coffee or tea?
Well, as we touched on in the previous episode, I always ask the person too, when I present the plan to them, do you drink coffee in the morning? And if you don't, great.
Right.
If you do, there's some things to remember because everybody always needs their latte or their extra cream and extra foam and everything.
They're sugar-free.
When you do a coffee
pumps.
or a tea on the detox, it has to absolutely be black. The only exception we ever make is a splash of either oat or almond milk.
Right.
That's what you got to go by.
That's what I always say. Just do a splash and be done with it. It's,
If you need to see a little bit of color in there,
yeah, exactly.
just to make your mind feel better, we always say a splash of oat or almond milk. That's what you got to do, because that even, of course, we always tell people the littlest thing, won't throw the whole day off, but it depends on what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, if you do a little bit of oil with the vegetables, obviously that won't help. But a splash of oat or almond milk here won't hurt.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a good point. Like, I just want to bring that up when you're talking about like the littlest things. I think that's where people fall short when they're trying to lose weight to begin with, because they'll have like a bite of this, a piece of that, all in one day, and by the time they're done, they had an extra snack or an extra meal.
Yeah.
Because you don't look at the details. And I think two things that are amazing with the detox is, one, you learn to eat these three things. You're having your drink, your muffin, your meal. And it really gives you discipline in your day.
Yep.
People love it because they know, like, there's no question, there's no thinking, there's no.
People love structure.
Yes, structure, and this is it. I'm doing it, and I think that's why they're so good at it. Plus, you get the meal, you get like a nice little sweet with your muffin, and you get the drink, and then you drink water all day.
Yep.
Now, the other thing I think that's so great with the detox is it really does shrink your appetite.
Yeah,
it shrinks your appetite. It shrinks your stomach.
Yep.
So when you go to that next week, you're like, oh, I'm not as hungry. Like, I'm fine, Yeah. So those are two of the things that I really wanted to emphasize that I love about it. And I see the changes in people after 1 week.
Yeah. And not to backtrack either, but like going back to our first episode when we were talking about portion control.
Yeah.
It's funny, too, because somebody actually came to me and said, well, I did the detox program, but I didn't lose. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. But I found out that they had a muffin, a meal, a drink, but they were really hungry, so then they had half of another muffin. It's funny because their initial thought was, oh, but I had another half of the muffin. Like, that shouldn't hurt me, right? Because the muffin has protein and it's lower calorie. Still, though, like we said in the first episode with the portion control, just because you have a big salad,
exactly,
just because it's a salad doesn't mean that it's good.
Exactly, that you could
if
just
you have
have
a
it more
gigantic
of it.
salad, still the portion isn't there. So because you're supposed to have the three things on the detox program, because even if you have another half of a muffin, that's another 10 grams of protein. That's another
it's just
however
more.
many calories.
Yeah.
It's just more than you should.
And then we think, is that all you had?
We'll always find out. It always comes out.
Another question that we get is, can I drink 0-calorie drinks?
You told me this, right?
Yep.
What'd you tell me? Because I tried it the one time and I was struggling. But
it's not really
You
hard.
always tell people it's not hard. I'm just
Listen, they tell
I'm
me
special,
after they do
though.
it. But this is the thing. You know what it is? You have to remember, it's your food-wise, you're fine. Mentally, when you're used to grabbing and eating, that's the part you struggle with.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of if you need it, it's you want it.
Yep. Yeah. And I remember you told me I can have, what'd you say, a Coke Zero?
Yep. You could have 0-calorie.
Yeah.
It's
Anything
not going to hurt.
0-calorie.
Listen, it's not great for you. It's not healthy for you, but it's not going to hurt the detox.
Obviously. I mean, if you need sometimes a little bit of carbonation can help,
use it as a treat,
Yeah. I mean.
Like one of the ice drinks I know some people have on
them,
As long as it's 0-calorie, I don't judge.
Yeah.
Yes, you can split your food. Does it matter what time you eat? No.
Absolutely
doesn't matter. You can have your muffin at 12 o'clock at night. Doesn't matter. Just as long as it's not 12:01.
Just like we said before with the structure too. Like we put on the sheet, if you come into the store and you see it, it says 1, 2, 3, and I believe it's detox drink at number 1, the innovation muffin at
MCT muffin.
The MCT muffin at number 2, and then the meal at number 3. Whenever people see that, you do not need to do them in that order. Like I said before, you can have half the muffin with half the drink in the morning. And then just right there, if it helps you mentally, I split up the muffin and the drink. So I have the 2 halves in the morning. I still have 2 more halves to have throughout the day. So instead of only having 2 more things to eat throughout the day, you just gave yourself 3 more things to have, if that helps you out. So you can save the other half of the muffin for a sweet treat at night. drink the other half of the drink throughout the day, have the meal around 6 or 7 o'clock before you go to bed at 9 p.m. Have that other half of the muffin.
And you can even split and you can have your meal and then do your 2 cups of raw vegetables at another time of the day if you just feel like you need something to munch on.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what's funny too is, didn't you tell me one time that somebody had it's a problem when you have the drink and then the muffin before 12 o'clock.
It's hard.
Because then you got to go through the rest of your
early.
day. Unless you go to bed at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 1 o'clock to 9 o'clock and you only have the one meal to go.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
really
That's a really
important.
good point.
Yeah.
I tell people a lot, try to do like your coffee or tea in the morning. I always wake up and have water, but so have a bottle of water, have your coffee or tea, then have a bottle of water, then have your detox drink. By the time you want to have like half of your muffin, try to get to like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then have your 2 cups of vegetables, then have your meal, then have your other half a muffin.
Yeah.
And, you have to remember the first day is always going to be the most challenging just to set it up. But then after that, you're going to be fine.
Yep.
Sometimes by the end of the week, you're hungry because your body is significantly losing. We didn't touch base that most people will lose 5 to 8 pounds in the week. We've had, people who've lost 13, 14 pounds in a week, and they've sent us the text messages that they did. We posted it, and we have, the least amount that you will see is 2 to 3 pounds. I mean, I have someone who came in the other day who did not lose on Ozempic, and she did this for a week, and she lost 6 pounds.
Wow.
So, it's one of those things. Like, it definitely works, but you have to stick to it.
So it is safe to use if you were on shots?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a couple who, he's on shots, and she's been doing the detox and losing more than him, so he went on the detox while he's doing the shots. I mean, it's not going to hurt him. It's just a matter of why are you doing 2 things? Like, get off the shots.
Yeah.
Don't put that unhealthiness in your body. At least with the detox, it's all natural. You're not putting anything fake in your body.
True. Interesting.
So another, I think, big question is, can you drink the detox if you're not doing the program exactly? Because a lot of people love it because it does help with appetite. Mm-hmm. So, and yes, you can, of course. People
Absolutely.
drink the detox all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you don't, the thing is, obviously you're not going to get the results that you would get if you did the absolute plan, like to the T.
Right.
But, it's always good to just incorporate a drink because the drink itself is a meal replacement.
Yep. And it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good.
And absolutely, you can exercise.
Absolutely, you can exercise.
I've done it. I run 8 miles a day. It doesn't affect me. A lot of my clients that exercise, they do SoulCycle, they'll do yoga, they'll weight train.
Yep.
You can absolutely exercise. You're not going to feel like you're exhausted. You're just not going to feel it.
Yeah.
You may feel like you want to grab something because you're so used to doing that to eat, but you won't need to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, that's just more of a want than an actual need.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, too, when I was talking about the depletion of carbs, like the number one thing I always tell clients on the detox is that the depletion of carbs is great for weight loss, of course. And you'll still be able to work out effectively, too, because carb depletion supports fat burning. Mm-hmm. And in that, the body improves insulin levels, it replenishes glycogen, and also it enhances endurance during your exercise because it puts whatever carbs that you do have from the muffin, the drink, and the meal to 100% use instead of all of these extra carbs being stored as fat.
Exactly.
So while it's a great question to be concerned about a number of carbs that you have throughout the day, will I have enough energy for work or my workout? The number of carbs that you take in daily, it's also knowledgeable to know that you are effective as a human being, whether you are carb depleted or, as I would say, carbed up.
Right.
So, and to go hand in hand with the detox, the lack of carbs included in a diet can also suppress hunger and reduce appetite. Mm-hmm. So by itself, on the other hand of the spectrum, people do high protein diets like a carnivore diet where there's little to no carbs, or the keto diet where there's little to no carbs. But a high protein diet like the detox, where it still has minimal carbs, but you're still getting all that protein, is shown to make you feel more full because it boosts feelings of fullness when you have a high protein meal, reduces your hunger, and it increases the production of hormones that give us the stuffed feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So I do want to touch on, because I heard you say this before, and it's so true. And I didn't talk about it when we were talking about the fasting in the last episode, but even now with the detox, that's exactly right. Because you have a balance in each meal of your healthy carbs, you have your protein, you have your healthy fat. Your body, when it's taking in less like that, you're forcing it to basically eat off its own fat. That's why you lose the weight, because it's using the nutrients you give it and it's feeding your muscles, but there's no extra to go to fat.
Exactly.
So, but it's still your body's used to eating more. So when you give it less, it has to take from the stored fat, and that's what creates so much weight loss. So again, with the detox, while some of it will be water weight, there is a significant amount of fat loss in it.
Yep. I always use the analogy like you're filling up your car with gas just enough to get home.
Exactly. That's such a good analogy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very good. So, I think that it's all important. I think, if you are interested in doing the detox, or if you have any questions, you can always go to the store, talk to Jake, talk to Jeff. Everyone knows about it. You'll never be lost without, you could always DM me.
Yep. And remember, too, always bring your partner, because then you have somebody to, remember we talked about the support system. If you guys do it together, you can almost make a competition out of it.
Yeah, it's so true.
But remember, don't get mad at your partner, because obviously men and women lose weight differently. Men and women go through different things, and they obviously lose weight differently.
Yes.
We have men that lose weight on it significantly higher sometimes than the women. And
most of the time,
they always want to kill me when
Unless
they see
they
me in the
cheat.
store. But I always tell people, it's not that you're doing it wrong. It's not that you did anything wrong. It's just we all lose weight differently. So if the number is not the same as your partner or somebody else that did it, don't get discouraged. Just because you did it, the right way doesn't mean that you did anything wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most, and again, when we talk about, which I think this is another big thing, I've heard like people say, well, were they really overweight? And I'm like, no. I have clients in my office all day long that you would be like, do they even need to lose weight? People, everyone has their own thing, but the clients that lose, when you see 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds, they don't. They're women who are, they need to lose 7, 10 pounds, maybe 12. And the men, we've had a couple of men who've done it. I mean, we've had a lot of men, but the ones who have lost like 13 pounds, 14 pounds, it's like they literally changed in a week.
Yeah.
They went from like needing to lose weight to not needing to lose weight at all.
Yeah.
And they've kept it off. They come in the store all the time.
I know. Yeah, the one guy that, he holds the record right now. He was 13 pounds in 5 days. I mean, he was a big guy.
14 pound. He just texted you the last
time. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. But he was a big guy. Like, I didn't think that he needed to detox
but
when I saw him.
Well, he was built, you mean.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Not big like obese.
No, I mean, like, he was a built guy. He looked like he was already, like, when he came out of your office and he told me that he was doing the detox, I was like, really? But then sometimes it's not even to lose the weight; it's just to feel good.
Yeah.
Sometimes
but he lost 13 pounds. He
lost 13 pounds in 5 days. He looked amazing.
I was like, now you can see all the muscle you're working so hard for.
Yeah,
like it just
exactly.
it's as if he lost just a layer of fat.
It's like what's that theory? Like, it's like the week of vacation comes up. Oh, I got to do something quick. The detox is everybody's go-to. It's all the buzz right now because everybody's like, I need something that I can stick to and hold me accountable, and I know I'm not going outside of it. It's really nice to feel that safety net almost of like, okay, it's 1, 2, 3 in front of me. I know what I know what I can eat because it's right here in front of me. I know anything outside of that scope is no-go.
I love that. And I do love what you just said, too, because with vacation, I can't think of who it was. I just told somebody this
weddings.
Yeah, but I think it was one of the clients that came in, and she lost 6 pounds this week on it. And she said, I said to her, because they're getting ready to go away in a couple of weeks, and I guess spring break is soon. And I said, well, when you go, as soon as you come home, you do the detox. Because when you do the detox for the week after your vacation.
After vacation.
Yes. You will. So say you go on vacation and you've done the detox. You're doing great. You're 100. Just say 150 pounds. Okay. You're 150. You go on vacation. You come back 158, and you're like, ugh. Well, you do the detox for a week. You will be at the number that you left for vacation.
Wow.
No matter what your size. If you're 120, if you're 190, I have clients do it all the time. And what's so great about that is they can actually go on vacation and vacate. Yeah. They can literally not worry about, of course, don't go crazy every day, but enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, whoever you're with, And knowing that you can come back and do the detox for a week and you're going to be right back to your number that you left at. I love that because, like, when we talk about that, or, I'm sorry, for me, the detox is a healthy Ozempic because it's giving you, it's giving you the same or better results. You're eating so you feel good. You don't have that sickness from taking the shot. You're not putting that stuff in your body. And it gives you the opportunity to go away and feel good and look good and then come and enjoy and then come back and get right back on. And I love that because I feel like we have created an alternative for people that they do not have to do those shots. And I think that's why the detox is so big right now, because they have that opportunity. And I love that for them.
I agree 100%.
So that's all about the detox. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, any questions, you can come in the store and someone's always there to help you, or you can DM me.
Yep, that's it. And please remember, too, you can always stop in Innovation at 8025 Jericho Turnpike, Woodbury, New York, or you can visit our website, innovationhealthymarket.com, or call the store, 516-802-5055. We're open 7 days a week and are always there to help you with your shopping, orders, or weight loss needs, or in this case, with the detox program. When you come in, ask for me, Jake. I'll be happy to show you around the store, or if you're looking for a one-on-one plan, I can make your first free consultation appointment with Josephine. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Have a great day.